to another episode of Astro Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Today, I got a little Jack Sparrow with me. And we got a 2000 Nissan Maxima 3.0. Complaint with the vehicle is that as soon as you start it up, it shuts right off. Start it up, shuts right off. But you can hold your foot to the gas a little bit, hold your foot on the pedal, and it'll stay running. This problem is not limited to just the Nissan Maxima. A lot of vehicles do that, and the number one thing is you want to make sure the air tube going between the mass airflow and the throttle body is not broken, no air leaks or nothing. Then after that is throttle body cleaning. It builds up a lot of gunk, a lot of carbon in there. It stops the airflow. Car will shut off. So, come here, Mike. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab you, I'm gonna put Jack up and grab you, and we're gonna take a look at the throttle body on this. Okay, I took the air cleaner off, and you can see this boot right here is a little torn, but it would still seal up. The main grommet itself is still intact, so that's not a problem. We go over here to this thing has in two sections. You got the air cleaner, then this part will hook onto here just like that, and then this part will go to the throttle body. This boot right here looks in really good condition. You don't want to bend it too much, just enough to look between the creases and make sure nothing's cracked, and it looks good. Now, what I'm going to show you here is this section right here is the throttle body. And I cleaned up a lot of it already, but this thing builds up a lot of carbon in there, and you see right there that there's air, actually supposed to be air seeping, going in right between there, and a lot of times carbon builds up right there, and you gotta clean it out, especially on the top. So what you want to do, and it's good to have some a carburetor cleaner, a wet rag, and a screwdriver. And you want to open up the throttle, and what you want to do is get something like hold it in place. If not, one hand's going to have to hold it in place, the other hand spray some carburetor cleaner in there, and let's see if we can get a good look up in there. See, you're supposed to clean all that carbon out right where the valves, that butterfly valve, right where it stops at. That's where you want to clean up, right there. And as you can see, I cleaned up a lot of this already, but when we open it up, you can see on the over there on the side, I missed a lot. So let's get that cleaned up. Let's see if I can do this if I can set the camera down. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, let's see if we can get it. Yeah, look at all that carbon right there, and it comes off fairly easy, especially if you got like carburetor cleaner or something. You want to clean up that whole line going around. Scrape it with a screwdriver and then get a rag and clean it up. Make sure it's on both sides. Now, what you can do, other than that, this is a little complicated throttle body. You want to take off the cooling lines and unbolt the throttle body, take it off, and that way you do a thorough cleaning on it. But we're gonna just do this and check that out. Yeah. All right. So, as I said, use one hand to open up the throttle. It's right here. Open the throttle up, and the other hand, clean it up there. Now be careful, you let this go, this thing snaps back and it will snap your fingers. So be careful with that. Alright, let's get that cleaned up and check it out. We'll be back. Okay, Look at that, we got that nice and clean in. We took a nice rag, wiped it up in there. Looks pretty good. Not as good as we did a throttle body cleaning, but really gonna make sure it's really probably gonna make a difference. All right, while we're at here, we're gonna check these vacuum lines and all, make sure these vacuum lines are good. All right, let's set the camera up and we're gonna start putting this back together. Okay, first we got the first section. I'm gonna make sure everything is not cracked. This section is gonna go up onto the throttle body. Then we got 3 vacuum lines over here. Let's get those hooked up. Okay, then we got these clamps up in place. Okay, now while we got it, looks like a 5/16, so let's tighten up that clamp over there. Gotta make sure no air leaks through this thing. Put these cables through there. Nice. All right, let's get the main section. Make sure that bushing is up there. You know, if you want, you can actually put the bushing in there. And let's slide this down into place. Don't forget about this clamp. Let's take this back out of the way. Once you get that line up in there and closed in, let's go ahead and tighten up that one clamp so that don't come back out. Bring this harness and everything over here to the side. Got a little 10mm bolt. Okay. Got 4 10mm screws. So those lined up. Okay. Let's tighten those up real quick. It's not super tight. Just bring them down to they're snug. That's it. You want to make sure everything is connected, all the hoses, very important. All the hoses has to be connected. You know, do a once over check. Sometimes it's good to have a little handy dandy light. Make sure. Okay, we're looking good. Alright, let's get the keys, start this up, and see if it holds this idle. Okay, let's start this up. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's cold, so it is going to idle a little high right now. Let's see if this idle goes down by itself. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to go down already. But I would still recommend it's probably going to need a throttle body cleaning on this. You know, let's shut it off. Let's start it up one more time. Okay, we're gonna let this thing warm up a little bit, and see the idle comes down by itself, and it sounds better. We'll be right back. Okay, while we're waiting, let's go over here and check the DTCs, diagnostic trouble codes. Let's see if it has any. Let's see, where's the idle at? Idle is now about 900 or so. Okay. Okay, where's this connector at? Ah, there we go. Okay, let me get this hooked up, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm not liking the way the car sounding, like the power steering pump maybe making noise. Yeah, it's the power steering pump. Let's check some codes here. I'm gonna go on to global, keep, and yeah, go ahead. Diagnostic trouble codes. Read the codes. waiting for the computer to establish link, different protocols. Each vehicle has different protocols, so the computer's finding out which one's the best way to link to this car. Okay, got it. Linked. Okay, now we got a P0100 mass airflow circuit. Now the mass airflow can definitely cause this car to do that. And we got an idle control system malfunction. Now what we need to do here is go back, shut the car off, put the key on, and what we're going to do is let's erase the codes. Okay, now, oh yeah. It's back to acting up. Let's see if we got any codes came in. Now let's go to pending codes. Alright, we definitely got an issue here. Okay. We're going to have a problem with the bad mass airflow. See if we got any codes coming in yet. Not yet. Let's get this thing set up and let's see here. Let's go to codes. Okay. The problem's not, oh, there we go. P0505, idle control system malfunction. Alright, let's set this camera up and we'll be right back. I'm going to explain that code to you. Okay, the P0505, idle air control valve. Now the idle air control valve might be good. It might have a lot of carbon because there was a lot of carbon up in this throttle body. So, guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to pull this all back apart again. We're going to try to remove that idle air control valve and see how it looks, clean it up, and see if that does the trick. If not, we'll be replacing it. Alright, we'll be right back. I'm going to take mine apart and you get yours apart, and we'll be right back. Okay, we got our air cleaner off, and if you look right here, there's our idle air control valve. Okay, so we're going to do that 2 Phillips screws we're going to take out. Let's get that set up and we'll be right back. Okay, let's get focused down there. There we go. Alright, let's get those 2 screws out of there. Them screws are going to be tight, so get a good screwdriver. Make sure you got enough force in there. And then twist. Be careful. Be good to have a screwdriver with a magnetic tip. So we'll drop the screws. Wow. Let's get this unplugged. See all that carbon in there? Let's back this up a little bit. Now this valve controls the idling. So what we're gonna do is clean all that up. Let's get us a rag and wipe all that off. Okay. Took a rag, cleaned off the tips. And also what I did, let's go in here and cleaned out the port. You got a tunnel right here on top. A tunnel right inside there that goes down. Okay. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to make sure all the pins look good. Make sure the pins look good on the connector. Okay, now there was an O-ring in there, orange O-ring. I took it out. And you can see I put it onto the tool, onto the sensor valve. And now, let's put this thing back up there. You know, it is possible that we can have a bad valve, but you know, you want to go through these procedures first before you go replacing some unnecessary part. It could have been something else. You've been pushing no money. Carefully put those screws back in there. Drop them in there. Okay, let's get those tightened up. Now there wasn't that much carbon on the sensor, so I'm not looking for it to really make a difference, make much of a change. But let's try that out. Alright, let's put everything back together, and when we come back, we're going to start it back up and try it again. We'll be right back. Okay, we cleaned it up. Car's still stalling out. P0505 is coming back under pending. So, we're going to call it. Got a bad idle air control valve. We're going to get that ordered, and we're going to replace it. So this is going to be part 1 of this video, and part 2 we're going to get the piece, install it, and fix this idle. This is Timmy from Master Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. Take it later.